a homemade video that really has sparked a lot of violence among the right-wing groups. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, exactly. It's a really badly made film that most people have not seen. I mean, I cannot emphasize this enough. This is more than a film. It's more about political manipulation of outrage. It's about manufactured outrage. And it's about a right-wing fringe element that is trying to assert itself at a time when we have a president who himself belonged to a movement that used to be on the right wing in Egypt, but is now trying to be more center. And when you look at the Libyan situation, you're also talking about a group that is trying to assert itself at a time when Libya is trying to move on with its revolution. So this is a very, very exceptional and tense moment for both countries.
Mona,
you're seeing a lot of groups that are fighting for leverage here.
Mona, let me jump in here because the Reuters reporting is that it's the U.S. ambassador and 3 other staffers were killed in a rocket attack. That takes it to a different level in the protests you were seeing where you are in Cairo. A rocket attack that targeted his car in eastern Libya, in the eastern Libya city of Benghazi. Obviously, CNN trying to confirm all of that, but that is the Reuters reporting. AFP is also reporting that it is the Libyan ambassador, the American ambassador to Libya, who has been killed. What do we know about groups that may be targeting American officials at this point? That implies a slightly greater level of sophistication, I would think, than what you're seeing right now in Cairo.
Absolutely. The situation in Cairo was unarmed people. I didn't hear of any protesters in Egypt using any weapons. The most that we heard of were people scaling the embassy compound. I think what happened in Libya speaks more to the situation there about the availability of weapons to various groups there. Since the revolution began and ended with the death of Gaddafi and the handover of power to a new government. What happened in Libya is absolutely outrageous, and I'm hearing from many Libyans who are very saddened by the death of the U.S. ambassador and the embassy staff, and who are saying this is not what our revolution was about, and in fact that this is worse. This is an insult to the revolution and an insult to the very prophet of Islam that people ostensibly are trying to defend here.
A distinction, I think, that that extremists don't make, Mona, right?
No, absolutely. What these extremists are doing is that they claim to speak on behalf of, the millions of Muslims around the world. They do not speak for me as a Muslim. They do not speak for the majority of Libyans and Egyptians. And I cannot emphasize enough for your viewers that the people responsible for the attack in Libya and the people responsible for the protests in Egypt belong to a fringe minority on the right wing who do not represent the majority of people in Egypt and Libya.
Okay, stick with